How does SurferSEO's one-click AI feel about living in Calgary? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Nina of She Knows SEO, and I am challenging Surfer AI's one-click writer to see how it handles different travel keywords. So we've done 5 already. This is part 6 of the series of 7, doing different keywords that are pretty common in the travel sphere. Now, this one is a bit more self-indulgent. This is more my niche. So we're going to be doing living in Calgary. However, I think most sites have something like this. If you're a destination niche, you probably have it for your destination. Other travel styles, you're going to have your travel style. So this is a good test, I think. It's still pretty general, that everyone can kind of build off of. So today I've asked SurferSEO's one-click AI, what do you think about living in Calgary? And we will see what it comes up with for this article. And if that article is actually SEO optimized and usable. That's going to be the most important thing. So as a reminder, this is the last in the series before our ultimate AI showdown. So part 7 is going to be competing a bunch of different AI blog writers against each other. We have SurferSEO's one-click AI, we have Koala, we have Jasper, ChatGPT 3.5, GPT-4, and WriterZen that we are going to be giving the same keyword to see which one does the best job, which one is actually worth your time and money. Because SurferSEO's one-click AI is $29, and that's an important consideration to have per article. So let's dive into this today and see what does it think about living in Calgary. But like and subscribe to get notified when the final showdown is live so you can find out what the best AI writer for your business actually is. Okay, we're back with our 6 of 7 SurferSEO AI test. I don't know, I'm not good with naming things, guys. It's not gonna have a snappy name. So we are here with one of our last ones. This is a post type that's going to be more relevant to me with my expat site, but I do want to test it. I think it's important to test. So I've thrown in living in Calgary. We are going to create it and see how it goes. And who knows? We'll see how this one compares to some of the others. I will say I don't think I have as high hopes here. So yeah, I think that the outline is really going to dictate how this goes. And let's give it a second, and then we will persevere. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Okay, that one took longer than most of them, but we're back. Let's go for it. Okay, so we've got tone of voice again. I'm going to go with casual. It's the one I'm liking best so far. We're leaving the AI detection off because it is going to really just make it unnatural, and that's not the goal here. We want to review the outline, of course, and then here we have, okay, the competitors that we want to consider. So we have pros and cons of moving, living in Calgary, what to know about living in Calgary. I think living in Calgary, like why it's a great place to live, matters. Moving to Calgary, I would say, yeah, probably. Life in Calgary, pros and cons of living. I think these are all good. Sorry, Jesus. Oh my goodness. Clearly recorded too many of these. So let's create the outline and I'll be back when it's done. Oh, and I should say it's 1:58 right now. Okay, we're back. It's 2:07, so about 9 minutes to generate this, which is a bit longer than usual, but whatever. Maybe it's just slow today, maybe it's my Wi-Fi. So we have a comprehensive guide to living in Calgary in 2023. Fine for a title. Calgary's livability factors. Interesting. Housing and neighborhood, transportation and commuting, weather and climate, culture and entertainment, pros and cons. I mean, seems okay. Let's give it a go. I mean, I'm going to trust the process here, which is not something I'm good at. So let's try it. So 2:07, we'll be back when it finishes writing. Okay, it's 2:19 and we're back. So that wasn't terrible. I think that was 12 minutes. So let's go through it. So 92 out of 100. This is the longest one we've had at 3,200 words roughly. So proves that it can do more than 3,000 words, which is cool. I would be super interested to see if I haven't been able to find a keyword that according to Surfer needs 10,000 words, but I'd be interested to see if it would do it. The outline would be crap, but yeah, whatever. So we've got the must words over here. I think these are like legit good must words, to be honest. A lot of the ones that they skipped are just repeats of the ones above. There are a couple like little things I can see that maybe could have been included, but I feel pretty okay about the ones it has included. So let's check out and see how it's going. So we have, welcome to Calgary, a bustling Canadian city, with a vibrant culture and a plethora of activities to offer. Whether you're considering living, whether you're considering living in Calgary or just visiting, the point of the piece is living in Calgary. If that isn't clear, that's a problem. So like a very weird start here. And once again, I will say, I really think they need to have a section to like let you choose who you're talking to so they know what to target. Like this is just frustrating to me that like I'm going to have to redo that. And I worry it's going to kind of keep going below too. From livability factors to housing options, how's housing not a livability factor? I don't know. This blog post will give you an insider's perspective on what makes Calgary such a great place to live and explore. So let's dive right in and discover the wonders of Calgary. Not a good intro. No EEAT at all in there. Barely, I would actually say like honestly, no satisfying the user intent, considering it says, oh, you might just be visiting. When you're visiting somewhere and like planning to be there, you're not Googling living in that place. It's just not how it works. So I don't know. The short summary, I kind of wish you could turn this off, honestly, because I'm just not enjoying the short summaries. I don't want them at this point. I would rather write them myself. So we have Calgary is a highly livable city with a clean environment, strong economy, and excellent education system. Enjoy affordable housing options and diverse neighborhoods in Calgary, along with it's just weird. I don't know. It's not helpful. These are things I would say should be in the intro. Experience seasonal variations like Chinook winds while indulging in outdoor activities and entertainment all year round. Okay. Also, like, why the ampersand? Like, that's not a style I've seen elsewhere, but here it decided, nope, today we're in an ampersand mood for some reason. So yeah, like there's just issues where like I could input a style guide and fix that. I could input personal experience that I could add in. None of that's in here. So livability factors. Calgary, nestled in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, has consistently ranked among the most livable cities in the world. Where are you getting that source? Like, I would love to know where that comes from, because now I have to go find that. And again, Koala has the option to like link that for you to where they got it from, and I would much prefer that. Or even like having like on the side, if it could just like link me to some of these stats and sources to help me understand where it's coming from. Because just Googling Calgary, most livable city in the world, is going to be, it's not always the right term to then find good stats on this. And if it's not true, we have a problem. For starters, it boasts a clean environment, a stable economy, and excellent education system. Picturesque setting where the Bow and Elbow rivers meet enhances its natural beauty, making it a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Low sales tax, proximity to Rocky Mountains, diverse population, rich cultural tapestry. That always just sounds weird and fake. With various festivals. What are any of the festivals? A strong job market, with the energy sector being the city's primary economic driver. I feel like I don't know that, I mean, if you count like oil and gas and stuff in that, then like kind of yes, but I don't know. We'd have to clarify that a bit more. Low sales tax, well, what's the rate? Like, and it just doesn't get specific. It's very vague in general for something making significant claims here. Okay, so one of the most striking features of Calgary, the largest city in Alberta, is its clean environment. It's no surprise it has been named the cleanest city in the world. I do not think that's true. Having spent a lot of time in Calgary, a lot of it is not clean, but okay. With gems like Fish Creek Provincial Park and Prince's Island Park, offering a green oasis in the heart of the city. I'm not enjoying the content here. I think, again, this is the problem to me. Yes, I'm holding it to a higher standard than other one-clicks, especially like Koala or something. I keep comparing it to ChatGPT and Jasper, and I get that that's not an equal comparison. I do understand that I'm doing that. However, this is $29 per article. If it's going to cost more than everything else and claim that it is doing an SEO optimized post, it needs to actually do that. And it's not, because like, okay, sure, it has a bunch of must words thrown in, but does it actually, like, does it have good content that helps people? Because that's what SEO actually is. It's not about using words a certain number of times. It's about actually helping people. And those must words should just guide you that, like, okay, these are certain things to bring up in the post. That's not really what's happening here. And so when I'm saying things like, okay, it needs to cite its sources or give me sources, it should be more specific. That's why I'm saying those things. So I'm not just trying to like be kind of a dick about this and be like, oh, well, it's not perfect. Like, I understand that you're probably still gonna have to do a bit of editing on anything, but you shouldn't have to do this much editing to make this feasible. Like right now, I've already found like at least 7 different things I am going to have to go and fact check, deep dive more into inside of the post once it's there. And yeah, just like, and I understand fact checking is going to be a thing no matter what, of course. I say that all the time. It's more that I have to expand on these topics when this, like, the point of the way they've marketed it is it's a complete blog post that will rank for SEO. And it won't, because it doesn't have helpful content. This is really like doing SEO the way they did SEO in like 2010 or something, where it was all about keyword density, which is not what it's about anymore. So this to me is problematic and not customizable enough for me to be able to like have expanded with it and work with it on this. I now need to like continue paying for some other AI writer to take this, put it into, edit it, adjust a lot of it, do my research, probably, hire an editor maybe to do the fact checking and stuff and like rewrite it if I don't have time to. So like this is not making my life easier in any way. And that's where my issue lies here. Because like as I go through, I'm left with more questions than I am given answers. And that's the exact wrong way to do a blog post. So here we have like the stable economy, lists a couple different things that are like sectors there. That's fine. I think that's okay. Job opportunities abound in this booming city with no provincial sales tax in Alberta. The cost of living, just a weird way to phrase this. Like that's such a run on. Okay, I guess there's the sentence. Still awkward sentence. Okay, top-notch education system. Another reason why Calgary is such a great place to live. The city offers a wide range of educational options from public to private and religious schools. Ensuring that, well, that's like the most basic, like in Canada, that's just like what we have. That doesn't mean it's good. Having attended many of those schools in Toronto, I can say just because they're there doesn't mean that they're good. In addition to K to 12 education, which would be kindergarten to grade 12, home to reputable post-secondary institutions such as University of Calgary, Mount Royal University, and SAIT. I don't know what that stands for. Like, I don't know why they decided to use an abbreviation, but okay. Add to that the numerous community centers. Like, these are, a lot of it's passive voice too. I don't think I've gone over that before, but it does feel quite passive in the way that it speaks, when active voice is much better for blogs. Okay, moreover, like, and all these, like, in addition, moreover, are we writing a high school English paper? Like, what is with this language? What model have they trained it on? Moreover, Alberta Health Services provides excellent healthcare options, ensuring a high quality of life for all Calgary residents. Okay, that's not, we're talking about education. So why is that there? I don't know. Okay, housing in neighborhoods. Affordable housing, that is true. It's a very popular place for new immigrants to Canada because there's a decent amount of work, but there's also affordable housing, unlike Toronto where it's like, I don't know, people will be like, oh, I have a $12 million mansion. And I'm like, oh, there's a shack that's $12 million, like probably near my house. Like, it's crazy. Reasonably priced compared to other Canadian cities like Vancouver and Toronto. Yes, perfect. In addition, like, what? Calgary boasts numerous popular neighborhoods, each with its unique charm and character. Some of the most sought-after neighborhoods include Eau Claire, Beltline, Victoria Park, and Forest Lawn. They offer a mix of housing options, amenities, and convenient. Again, feels so general. It feels like each one of these sections is an intro to a blog post about that topic. So whether you're like 3 very different people that we could be speaking to that are going to have completely different opinions here, a young professional, a growing family, or a retiree, like they are going to be very different in what they're looking for. And I get that we can encapsulate all of them in this post. Saying something like that just feels so lazy. Like, okay, we haven't tried to show you that it's good enough for all 3 of you or which neighborhood is best for each person. Just, it's perfect, come here, great. Like, no. Okay, one of the key benefits of living in Calgary is its affordable housing market. The average cost of a home in Calgary is significantly lower than cities. Didn't we just do that? Oh, that was a summary. Okay, well, that explains a bit more. A very long summary. Average cost of a home. Okay, what is the average cost of a home? You have access to the internet. Pull it. Like, come on. Lower rental rates. Again, what is that? Absence of provincial sales tax makes it... Like, provincial sales tax doesn't necessarily come into affordable housing. It comes into cost of living, but just a weird... I don't know. Maybe I've misunderstood sales tax. I don't know taxes, so maybe, but I don't think so. Popular neighborhoods. Okay, so it goes into a couple of them. Still doesn't say which one. So these areas offer a diverse range of housings, from single-family homes to trendy condos and apartments. Which one offers which? Which is best for which person? So my previous statement still stands. Tips for finding a home. These are just very general. I guess that's fine, but whatever. And then once again, like these intro sections are massive and I don't really know, like it just feels like a wasted space and wasted words. So here we have a monthly pass for $112. So again, like I know it can pull information. This is also why like I'm demanding information of it. Because if it's going to pull it willy-nilly, this is not what people care the most about here. If we're looking at like cost of living, cost of housing, pull those numbers. A bus pass is not the most important data set we should be including. Okay, driving. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a stress-free experience having driven in Calgary, but okay. It's better than most of Canadian cities for sure, but not great. Yet they do a lot of cycling. Okay, that's fine-ish, not great. Okay, so here we have temperatures. Average low of -3 in winter is just not true. Like, I don't know where in Calgary they are, but like they hit that in August. So no, I would be, or like whatever data set they're getting this from, like it probably exists somewhere online. I'm not saying it doesn't, but like it's massively incorrect. Calgary is really known for, Edmonton's worse for sure, but Calgary and basically all of Alberta, because it's the plains, is known for being aggressively cold in winter. And here it's more like, no, it's mild, it's fine. No, it's not compared to anywhere else, really, except for like the territories. Okay, so it has all 4 seasons. Fine, I guess, but doesn't really tell us anything about, it says like, okay, it's rainy in spring, warm in summer, cool in fall, snow in winter. That's not really super helpful, but okay. It's now also changed its formatting for no reason. It had like the degree symbol and then Celsius up here, and now it's writing it out, which is a huge pet peeve of mine as someone who like, I worked as a proofreader for a while and like have my proofreading certification and everything. And I get really frustrated with inconsistencies. And here is a massive inconsistency. And like, we couldn't even input a style guide to be like, this is the way my site runs, but it should at least base itself on what's happening within the own article. Like Jasper does that. ChatGPT does that as long as you've like told it what to do. So I don't understand. I'm getting more and more confused about how they train this, that it feels like it's not looking back on its own content. It's not considering little things like this, which is such a simple pattern recognition thing that so many of like the AI APIs I've seen are built on. So I'm just not really sure why it's doing this. And that might seem like me being nitpicky, but that's the whole freaking point of this. So feel free to be like, you're too picky in the comments. For $29 per article, comparatively with everything else that exists in the market, when they're trying to say we are the best thing, they better frickin' be the best. And if other things can do this better, then they've messed up. Okay, so we've got some festivals. So yep, it has the Calgary Stampede. Other notable festivals include the Calgary Folk Musical Festival, Global Fest, and the Calgary International Film Festival. Yeah, fine. Again, it has that, like, there's always something to look forward to. It feels like one of those, like, the infomercials that plays on a hotel TV when you first walk in or something, or like they used to back in like the thousands. Yeah, that's what that language sounds like to me. Okay, we have dining options. That's fine. Nothing massively exciting there. Nightlife, again, slightly wishy-washy, but I'll take it. Let's look at these pros and cons. So I did go through the competitors, and they all have a bullet point list here. So I don't know if it doesn't do bullet point lists or something. I'd be surprised if it didn't. It definitely should. But I was interested to see if it would pull a bullet point list like the competitors have, or even a numbered list like some of the competitors have. Like there were a couple there that were like pros and cons of moving, and they have a numbered list for the pros and the cons. This does not, which is really interesting to me because, again, it shows that it's not really looking at the competitors or caring about it the way that it should. So, okay, let's look at the advantages. Numerous advantages that contribute to its high livability rank. The city's low sales tax and high salaries, we don't have numbers for either of those, make it an attractive option for those seeking financial stability. Its clean environment with the Bow River running through downtown offers a picturesque setting and plenty of outdoor activities. This is legitimately what it's already said. This is a waste of words. Like, this is repeating the intro, basically. The diverse range of neighborhoods and cater to various lifestyles and preferences, ensuring everyone can find a place to call home. Overall, Calgary's many benefits make it a great city to live. Disadvantages. Despite its many advantages, Calgary does have its share of disadvantages. Traffic congestion can be a challenge during peak hours, leading to longer commutes and increased stress for drivers. Overcrowding in some schools can result in a lack of resources and space for students, negatively impacting their learning experience. And while Calgary's climate offers many opportunities for outdoor activities, the city's harsh winters can be difficult for those not accustomed to living the cold and snow. It is essential to weigh these drawbacks against the city's many benefits when deciding whether Calgary is the right city for you. So it's coming up with disadvantages it just ignored above. And like, if not actively said, didn't exist with the traffic congestion. So disappointment. That's all I can say. Just disappointed in this. Once again, not an article I feel could be published on my site without hours of work. So in conclusion, Calgary is a vibrant and diverse city that offers a high quality of life for its residents. With its clean environment, stable economy, excellent education system, and numerous transportation options, it's no wonder that Calgary consistently ranks among the most livable cities in the world. While there are a few drawbacks such as traffic congestion and harsh winters, the city's many advantages make it a great place to call home. So whether you're considering a move to Calgary or just visiting, like again, what is this? It's just not good. Okay, so we have some questions. Is Calgary a good place to live? That was one of the secondary keywords I inputted. I don't know, whatever. So with its stunning views of the Rocky Mountains, clean air, and tons of outdoor activities and a thriving job market, Calgary is an excellent place to call home. So it does not use the good place to live, but okay. Not to mention the city offers low crime rates, good health care, accessible public transportation, and plenty of local events and attractions for all ages. All these factors make Calgary a great place to visit, or place to live, sorry. Not terrible, not great. So here we finally get a number. What salary do you need to live in Calgary? Considering the cost of living in Calgary, you need an average income of at least $26,327 to afford a row home in the East Sector. We have not heard about row homes. We have not heard about the East Sector. So I have no idea what those are in this post. Like if I was a reader reading this, I'd be like, what? What's the East Sector? Which of those neighborhoods you mentioned are in the East Sector? Because maybe I need a lower cost of living. Is that the highest cost of living area and maybe I need to go somewhere else? None of that is said here. And it doesn't really need to be said in this section. I think it needs to be said earlier, for sure. Is Calgary, Canada expensive to live? Yes, Calgary can be an expensive city to live in compared to other places in Canada. On average, rent is higher than the national average and groceries are almost 20% more expensive than other major Canadian cities. Kind of, not really. like not fully true. I would say that like groceries are expensive in Alberta, yes, compared to other places because they have to like bundle in sales tax somehow because they don't actually have it, but it's a very affordable city comparatively. What do I need to know before moving to Calgary? Moving to Calgary, here's what you need to know. What? That's so weird and awkward. And if you know it's an FAQ section, like it's starting to feel like, you know what, I think it treats all headers like a title at this point. Because like that's how you would start a post about this. But this is an FAQ section. So like again, I'm really confused about how they train this AI because it feels untrained. Before you make the big move, it's important to be aware of the city's cost of living, climate, job opportunities, and transportation options. So, okay, basically it said, here's what you need to know. These things I'm not going to tell you. What? What are the downsides of living in Calgary? It can be great, but there's some downsides. Cold winters and expensive housing costs are the two biggest drawbacks. This whole post, it has just been going on and on about how housing is so affordable. So it's now actively undoing the work it's done inside the post, and that's a massive issue. Then on top of that, flooding caused by nearby Bow and Elbow rivers. We've never heard of flooding in the rest of this post. It's not even a disadvantage. I would think that's a massive disadvantage to living there. So yeah, fail. Failed post for sure. This does not give any helpful information to anyone wanting to move here. This was a keyword that had a lot of room for them to like play a little bit, but so many places to just pull a little bit of data. One specific here or there, and I would have passed this. But like this is, I'm not going to be able to use any of this. Honestly, I think this is terrible content. It's a waste of $29 and just bad practices on their part. Because like, why would anyone who published this is not going to rank, and then they're going to post in like a Facebook group. Like I always see that with like Rank IQ or Rank Math or like, and not to like, I love those products, but like people think tools immediately mean they're going to rank, and it's just not the case. Like you have to do the work and use strategies. But with something like this where they're literally saying that, like other places don't say that, they say it's part of a strategy. This is literally saying a one-click AI that will rank you on the first page of Google because of the SEO we've built in. Is it going to do that? No, not at all, because this is bad content. And like just having it stuffed with a bunch of must words or whatever you want to call them is not beneficial and is definitely not going to put you on the first page of Google in 2023 and beyond. Like it maybe in the past, maybe 10 years ago, not now. And that's so disappointing. And I really feel bad for people that like probably got excited like I did and bought a bunch of these packs. And I knew I was going to trial this, so I didn't know if it would be good or not. And so I'm doing these as tests. But a lot of people like, that's going to be like $200 or something that they're just out, and their business probably isn't making that yet. And it really disappoints me when I see stuff like this where like they made such big lofty claims and none of them have been backed up to me so far. Like I don't find any usability in this, and that's so frustrating. So yeah, 6 out of 7, and we have significantly more fails than passes here for a variety of keywords that are very common for travel bloggers. And if they're going to say it's only for a certain type of blogger, then they have to say that, and they haven't said it. So yeah, very disappointed, and this is another fail. So join me. The next one that we're doing is going to be a showdown, an AI showdown between a variety of different AIs. So we're going to pit Surfer against Koala, against Jasper, against free and paid ChatGPT, and Writer's Zen. So it's going to be like a full-on showdown. I'm super excited to share it. I've been making a lot of like comparisons as I've done these 6 ones, and I want to show what I'm actually talking about when I've done that and prove, yeah, which one's the best. And I don't know, honestly. I'm coming into this, I thought Surfer would do a lot better than this when I decided I was going to do the showdown, and I hope Surfer's quaking in their boots in this comparison, because like they should be. This is bad content. So we will be doing that comparison, and I will see you soon to do that. So like and subscribe to get alerted when that is live. And yeah, we will be doing a deep dive on those soon. So Have a good time, and if you have questions about AI writers or SEO, post in the comments, and I will see you later. Bye!